Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Disgaea RPG video. You may notice there's a sexy ginger man just above my head, directly above me. If you want to point down sexy ginger man, you will be pointing at my dome, that's correct. This is the boy Tystra. If you're not familiar with Tystra, he's actually been in one of my videos before when we were doing a little video called Waifu Wars. And spoiler alert guys, he did know I was calling him. Yes, it wasn't real, it was staged.
What? How dare you? Why would you say that?
I know, mate. I know, mate. I know. It wasn't scripted though.
Industry secrets. Come on,
industry
man.
secrets, mate. The good thing is it wasn't scripted though. A lot of people probably don't believe that. It was just kind of done on the fly, but you did know what we were doing, so...
Yeah.
Spoiler. So anyway...
It was fun though.
The one thing I did say in that video that's absolutely true is Tystra is a bit of a thirsty boy. He likes his anime waifus, he likes his anime titties. So he is the best person that I could think of to bring along once again to do a video like this, because I like my anime quite wholesome, to be completely honest. I'm not into hentai, I'm not into ecchi. That's all this man's wheelhouse, so I couldn't think of anyone better to come along and discuss an anime waifu tier list for Disgaea. Now, I will tell you right now, this man hasn't played Disgaea, so this is going to be done.
Yet.
This is going to be done in the shallowest way possible, and it's going to be done purely based on looks and art design. You happy with looks and art design? We won't just go for looks. You can make your judgments based on the actual art of the picture I'm showing you, Ty. What do you think of that?
I don't mind doing that. It's gonna feel bad because then it's like, oh, I don't know anything about the characters, but at the same time, like, I already plan on going through Disgaea at some point, so I'll learn about these characters eventually.
Well, the good thing is, Tystra, regardless of who you picked, people would hate on you for your choices anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, I'm going to explain the tiers to you right now. We have 5 tiers. I will not reveal. Tystra cannot see the actual tier list. However, he does have the characters that we're going to be grading in order, and we'll discuss tiers later. But we're going to start off with the top tier. I'll explain to you what that is, and that is the Asagi Tier. And Ty, I know you already rate this character because it's the one we spoke about before. So the top tier that we're going with is the Asagi Tier. So basically every character you're about to see has to live up to that standard. So what was your thoughts on Asagi? Remember you were talking about it the first time?
So the first one that you showed me, which was the demon form Asagi, like, I like the color scheme. I like the darker color scheme. So, obviously, like, when I first saw her, I was like, oh. But I actually paid attention to one of your streams afterwards, and I saw the, like, regular Asagi, and I was like, oh my gosh, she is freaking cute.
Right, we'll get to her.
I know, we'll get there. But
Slow your roll.
I'm sorry. We got talking about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, mate, don't worry. You can talk about Asagi plenty. I mean, she is one of the community favourites when it comes to Disgaea. But anyway, in this list, we've got a mixture. I've not put all the characters in here, guys, because there's too many. So I've picked a selection of characters who we're going to use. They're the ones that I think are best. And I'm actually going to let Tystra pick. If I think his choice is absolutely garbage, I might veto it and say no. Right, we'll see what's going to happen. So the first character we're going to start off with is a generic character. Actually, it's not a story character. A lot of the generic characters are actually very well designed, and that is Armor Knight. That's the first one I've sent you on that list. What do you think of Armor Knight, Ty?
So first off, I dig more short hair, but I like the little curls on her hair. Very nice, and the color palette of the magenta is very nice. Her outfit's really freaking cool.
Magenta? Purple? Who says magenta? It's purple. What?
It's magenta.
Magenta. Oh, magenta.
But I like her outfit mainly because it's really, really cool. It works really well. It's almost like a maid knight type of thing. Obviously for you thirsty gentlemen out there, you could see the little thigh right there going over a little bit of the black dressing. That's already a plus for me, so it's good. I would definitely rate that highly. That's
a garter. That is a garter. That's a garter belt. You call that a garter? Yes, it's not a little five
God,
thing.
stop yelling
it's
at me.
You're supposed to be
Five.
the
The
thirsty
thigh
boy.
that goes over the garter belt.
The garter.
Okay.
Yes.
Garter belt.
Garter.
But I definitely rate this highly. I wouldn't say Asagi tier, but definitely one below that.
So you want you wait straight off the bat you want to put Armor Knight into S tier.
A tier. I'd say A tier actually.
Right.
A
So you
tier.
want to put
Because it's a really good starting point, and then if anything, if I see something where I'm like, we could always bump her.
Yeah. I'll allow you that. That's fine. So next one we're going to on the list is character from Disgaea 2. She is actually a more premium character, a more story-based character, and that is the classy lady Rosalind. What's your thoughts on Rosalind? She's got a nice kind of Spanish flamenco style dress going on there. What's your thoughts?
Is she like a vampire, or
no,
or like some sort of succubus?
We'll get to succubuses later.
Okay.
Right. Do you know her backstory? No, she's actually like she's actually like the reincarnation of one of the overlords, one of the most powerful overlords, and he's trapped inside her body. Okay. And there's a whole backstory. It's actually really interesting. I'll give you a list of Disgaea games to play through. I think you could play them on stream, and you'd probably enjoy them, Ty, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
I like her hair being pinned up like that. The dress is really nice, though. I will say, like, it's a little too poofy, but for her design overall and the little like gun in her hand, like, matched her pretty well. I would rank her about the same, about A tier. She's pretty sexy.
Pretty sexy. Hey, what about you bring out a big gun? What about hey, two big guns? Right, so let's talk about, let's pronounce it correctly this time as well. Overlord Priere. What is your thought? You gave your thoughts on her before, but let's dive in a little bit more into Priere. What's your thoughts on Priere with her big horns and short hair?
The short hair is a plus. However, the bust size is a little weird to me. As much as I love, great proportions, they also have to work. And for me, it seems a little off. Maybe it's just the picture. I don't know. I like the see-through tights, obviously, and all that, but I would definitely have to say, like, in all honesty, she's not in the same tier. So I would put her down to B, to be honest.
What?
I love the silence, by the way.
What? What?
It's either put her to B or put the other two in S. Because I just don't know.
Right, guys, remember, he done this, not me. Right. Right. I'll don't worry.
I'm very specific.
Don't worry, I'll put his Twitch channel in the description. You can go and bombard these next. In fact, I read them often enough that
you can either do the Twitch or the YouTube. You can tell me how wrong I am.
Yeah, you can give him. I'll give you his Discord ID, and you can give him hate over Discord. Right, mate. So
is this like a bad take? Is this one of like everybody's favorites?
People like big titties, mate. People like big titties.
I mean, yeah, but they gotta work with the person. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a connoisseur. That could be that it's weird, but
you can work with big titties. Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but
I mean, no,
they gotta look good. And this looks like the person who like smashes watermelons with their bust, and it's like that's not like appetizing to me.
This man, oh god, we'll just leave it at that. I can't even say anymore. Okay, so next one, Raspberry. I've got a special tier for this one. If I was to make you choose this one, I feel like there would be a special place reserved in hell for you, Tystra. So this one is going straight into the bottom tier, which we call FBI. We're not grading Raspberry. She is in the FBI tier. Plain and simple. Yeah. Funny character, but she looks about 12 years old. So FBI tier.
Looks, yeah.
Are you happy with you happy
Yeah,
with that?
keep her there. Keep her there.
Yeah. Let's keep this.
I don't care how old she actually is. Put her in FBI tier.
Oh yeah, mate, the typical anime one. Yes, she looks 12, but she's actually a 10,000-year-old demon.
Yeah,
It's legal.
That don't matter.
Yeah, man. Right, so the next one on the list is actually a ghost, and I mean, I kind of picked her because she's got big boobs. But we've got Rania. She's currently the free-to-play character that's available from the latest event currently running in Disgaea RPG. So if you've not ground this character out, I suggest you do it, guys, because she's actually really, really good, and she's got big boobs.
I mean, she's hella hot, that's for sure.
Well, she's a ghost, so she'll be cold. Yeah, dumb fuck.
I get it. I like her design for sure. She doesn't have legs though, so that's kind of weird for me. But she is a ghost, so she could materialize legs, I guess.
Oh, if she's not got legs, I wonder if she's got a foo-foo.
I hope so.
I mean, you don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a slight adjustment. I'm gonna put her in A tier, and then the one that I was asking about with the pinned up blonde hair, I want to put her in S tier.
Okay. So wait, you're putting Rania above?
I'm putting Ghosty Chick in A, and I'm putting Demoness, Minigun, Cutie up to S tier.
Okay, that's okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, I feel like you've done prayer dirty here. Okay, so we won't spend too much time talking about Rania because you've made your decision on her quite quickly. Hey. Feeling, what do you think of that one?
So the fox wolf girl looking one?
The cat with the tits, mate.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, maybe it's just a picture. I don't know. The hair's weird to me, and obviously, you know, like the boobs are on display. We already know. A lot of people dig the animal look, so I guess I'll put her. I'd have to put her with prayer in B tier, to be honest.
I didn't expect this to be
it's not working for me.
I didn't expect this to be a hot take tier list. She's also a generic character. She's been a generic character in all Disgaea.
Really?
Up to this. Yeah. She's not a story character. I told you the generic characters in this game are actually really
No, so I will say this, regardless of my opinion on like how hot they are, these designs are really cool for just generic characters. Like, I'm not taking away from, you know, how they work, like as a character design. But just for me, compared to everybody else, I'm like, who would I rank them? So,
next one we've got on the list is Succubus. Succubus! She has legs, Tystra.
I could see that.
Yeah. So, I see if you say B tier. Yeah, we're having words.
No. This is definitely not B tier.
Right. So, where are you going to rank Succubus?
Honestly, like, I like her a lot. I like her design, and obviously I like her assets. The legs are a plus. I'd have to honestly put her in S tier. I like her design. I like the little like demon horns with the like elf ears. I like the way her eyes are, and then obviously everything just works perfect. I think she's an S tier.
I think a lot of people would agree with that. And I think that one is a good choice. You can have that choice. So the next one is by the way, she's a generic character as well. She's just a bog standard generic character. Next one is Nine-Tailed Fox, and she's also a generic character. But I really like this design. I think that's
S tier.
Cool.
It's S tier for me. I'll tell you that right now. This is S tier for me. I like.
So far, just to quickly say this before we go any further, you've actually got 2 generic characters in S tier. I think that says a lot about the design for this game and the effort they've went to design a lot of these characters and the work they've done on their art and stuff like that. So I'm fairly happy with that. I think that's quite good. I mean, by the way, on this S tier, would you put Rosalind below Succubus and Nine-Tailed Fox or above?
Rosalind, I believe, would be at the bottom of S tier, so she's on the cusp of like A and S. I would put Fox at top of the S tier in my opinion. I like this design. The hair. So the one thing I like about this is that, you know, it has the ribbon hair, yes, but the ears kind of make up for it, and then it has, you know, how the sides have those longer strands of hair.
Yeah.
That go with it. I don't know what it is, but that's like, I'm like, yes, sold. And then of course the design in general and the way the assets are shown off, I like it. I like it a lot.
So, the next one, obviously, it's Asagi. Asagi goes into Asagi tier. That's just not under any debate.
Oh no, I was gonna agree.
But does Asagi standard go before Overlord or under Overlord?
Oh, we're gonna put Overload in there as well. Or
Overlord Asagi's obviously in the Asagi tier because she's Asagi. But
well, no, what I mean is like we're just gonna go ahead and put them in now.
Yep.
Honestly, personally, for me, I like standard version more. It's you know how we were talking about you're a little bit more wholesome and all that stuff. I like wholesome as well. It's not just about like the assets and stuff. And like she's adorable. She's like somebody that's like so far like the perfect waifu look where you're like, I want to see more. And then the demon one is like you see that and it's like she looks amazing, but at the same time, like I also like sometimes a little hidden. So I would definitely put standard at the top.
Okay. I won't veto that. There is one so far that I want to move up, but we'll leave that for now. You already know what one it is.
I already know who it is because you were like, what?
Yes. So next on the list we've got Jennifer, who's actually from the first Disgaea game, and I don't know why. I think she's got that whole California beach girl look to her.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
So what's your thoughts on Jennifer? Is she too white girl American look for you? Too standard?
Yeah, a little bit, to be honest. Obviously they know what they're doing, like, you know, like Katy Perry song type of girl right here. It's just never been my take. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna put her down to B. And before anybody freaks out, is like you would put her and like I would probably at this point, if I have this chick in B, or however you pronounce it, should go up to A. Okay. Because I don't look at these two and think that both of them are the same category. But okay. I would put Pierre as like low A.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I've done that. I'm not going to change your tier list anymore. Okay, so next one we have is Yukimaru, and I don't know. Just by looking at her, I think she goes into FBI.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, she looks like she's like, because there are like flat-chested, like older women, but to me, she just doesn't look it. She just looks way too young.
Yeah, she looks like she goes into FBI tier for me, so that's absolutely fine. Next one on the list is the Lavallee Lucy. And Lucy, okay. One thing I'll say, have you noticed that like Lucy, Overlord Asagi, Overlord Priya, they share a lot of design similarities? Maybe it's
she does actually. She really does.
Maybe it's the boobs.
That could be it too. But no, it's also like the costume design, like how from what I've seen with Demon Lord Asagi and Pierre, they have that little like thingy that goes above their bust. Yeah. So it seems like they all got that in some way, shape, or form. And the
little singlet hugging the fufu.
Yeah, hugging the fufu. Yeah.
I don't know what else to call it, man. I don't want to get demonetized too quickly. Although I think I've dropped the F-bomb twice in this video.
The hoo-ha.
The fufu.
Yeah. She's really cute.
The vagine.
I went a little French there. The vagine.
The vagine.
Jesus.
So where are we putting? On the list? Where are we putting Lucy?
I honestly would put this in S tier.
Would you say that you love Lucy?
Yeah, she's hella cute and hot for that matter. Like
was that reference just far too old for you? I love Lucy.
I love Lucy. Yeah, no, I understood it, but I don't put that Lucy in the same category.
Right. So where would you put Lucy? Where would you put Lucy then? In respect of the S tier, where would you put her? But below Succubus, above Rosalind, below Rosalind.
I would say just above Rosalind.
Right, I thought you might. I kind of had it hovering there because I didn't think you would
I
put it above
love the
Succubus.
short hair. Short hair is like, most of the time, it's a weakness of mine, and the short hair just looks good on her. She's got the elf ear thing going on. She's got the hella cute stance. She's got the assets.
Okay. So the next one we've got is Gerola. Just to state, this specific art that I've chosen is the swimsuit edition, because come summertime they do like swimsuit editions of all these characters.
Yeah.
There is different art for her, okay? There's ones where she's a little bit more dressed and stuff like that, but I just chose this one because it's a thirsty list, so I'd give you a thirsty picture. Where would you put Beach Girl Laharo, or Girl Laharo in general?
The hood's a little weird to me. It's
That
got
hood-
the insect hood.
That hood's not always there. Just to be clear, that is hair underneath there. That's like two long, weird strands of hair that come off, like a weird kind of ponytail. Because she's an overlord of the Netherrealm.
Okay. I mean, she hot. I would definitely put her in the high A tier.
Would you
I
put
put her
the top of the A tier?
I would say, I wouldn't say top. She's like just above mid.
So below the armor chick with the magenta hair, but above the ghost chick who may or may not have a fufu.
Yeah, that's perfect actually.
Right, okay. So next on the list we have an FBI warning once again. We have Etna going into the FBI tier.
FBI.
FBI tier.
No, I don't know why they chose this design with this little one. No.
She's like 10,000 years old or something like that.
Oh, is she now?
Yeah.
You know, on a Tinder profile, you could say whatever you want. It's true.
So next one we've got on the list is another one that I think is going to be going into the exact same tier. We have Fallen Angel Flawn. Are we in agreement? FBI tier?
She is adorable, and she would be like a daughter. So yes, she's going into FBI tier. There's no like that. It's like head pats. You're a good person, like daughter. That's it.
Yeah, right.
Nothing more.
Now I'm going to say this next one I've got for you. There's actually a lot more sexual style art for this. I just really like this art. I really like the whole Little Red Riding Hood vibe that I'm getting from it. I don't know why. It's the Halloween version of Artina. Where would you put Artina?
Now, I definitely agree. Like, she's got the dress that kind of hugs her, so it's like it's sexualized but not like too overbearing. I like her design a lot, so I would probably put her in S tier, to be honest.
I can get down with that. Where would you put her though?
Let's see. It's difficult because it's like, but I would definitely say, if I had to choose, she's probably lower S tier personally, because I like the design and I like this costume for sure, but compared to like the other stuff that we have in S tier, I think that she doesn't compare to Lucy. She doesn't compare to what is it? The Fox Girl.
But you're saying that she would still go above Rosalind then?
Rosalind, the blonde-haired demoness chick.
The blonde-haired chick with the Spanish dress.
Actually, I think she might be lower than that on the S tier.
Okay.
I like pinned up hair, so it's kind of a little weakness as well. So.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Well, this next one's got a little bit of pinned up hair, a little bit of long hair, a little bit of thigh action going on, a little bit of boobage as well, and that is Fina, who is a protagonist from Disgaea 5. What's your thoughts?
She's like the main character from Disgaea 5?
She's like his lady.
I might have to play Disgaea 5.
Hey.
Actually,
mate, this guy, just to be clear, being on a serious note here, it's not the one I'd start with. It's probably got the most it's probably got the most boring story of all the Disgaeas. Really? Yeah. If you're going to start out, I'd probably tell you to play Disgaea 1, then Disgaea 4. That's the order I would tell you to play them in, but we'll talk about that this. I'll get you started on Disgaea. But Seraphina, I'm guessing already she's S tier. I can just tell by your reaction to the fact you said you played Disgaea 5 because of her.
Yeah.
But the question is, where would she go on S tier?
I think that she would be just below the Fox Girl.
So
I want the Fox Girl like high up in the S tier. Like she was really good.
So you've got the Fox Girl sitting at top of you basically, because we never put Asagi into the general pool, we put Asagi. But mate, the thing is, I think the two Asagis would probably top the list anyway, even if Asagi didn't have a separate tier. Although I don't know, I think going by speaking to you, you would maybe put Overlord Asagi lower than some of these characters. But I think you would have put Standard Asagi at the top of the list anyway.
Oh yeah.
I'm curious. I'm not moving her. Would you have put Overlord Asagi as second on the list, or would she be lower than Fox?
She would be lower than Fox, but Demon Lord Asagi would still be S tier.
Oh, controversial. Absolutely controversial. Right,
I know a lot of people love titties, but I like the whole woman, not just the titties.
Well, that's the list decided, and looking at it, I would change a few things. Not many, to be honest. I wouldn't change many. I like the fighting fox, as you called her, the fighting fox girl that you've put in B tier. I'd probably put Priere a little bit higher. I'd put Swimsuit Laharo a bit higher. I'd probably have Rosalind down a bit lower, and I'd probably have Ninetail Fox a tier lower, a full tier lower. But apart from those, my list wouldn't be that much different to yours. So I'm happy to call Tystra's list, guys, remember this is Tystra's list, his list done and completed, and I'm happy to say that this is now the official tier list of waifus for Disgaea RPG. No one can argue, it's been decided. Nope.
It's done.
But while waiting to record this video, I found out a little secret, and that is Tystra also likes husbandos. He didn't know it when he picked them, but deep down he likes Venti. If anyone knows Genshin Impact, Tystra's got a thing for Venti. So someone said to me, nah, you're not getting out of this. Someone said to me, if I do a tier list for waifus, I have to do one for husbandos. So Tystra's going to have to let me know what boys he would thirst over, and we can do that at a later date. But as it stands right now, this is the end of this video. I know this is not the type of content you're used to from me, guys, but sometimes you just have to have a bit of fun and enjoy what you're doing, and I've enjoyed doing this. I really like hooking up with Tystra. He does stream over on Twitch. He's got a variety of things that he does. If he does his own channel, he's doing things like Destiny, anime games, gacha games. He streams on 5ix9ine, doing random shit as well. So,
pretty much, yeah.
Check out Tystra and he'll be playing some kind of random thing. But he is a gacha gamer at heart. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping that I can get him to play Disgaea. I'm hoping that you're not just blowing smoke up my arse and you have got a little bit of interest in finding out a bit more about these characters since we've been discussing them and you've been looking at the art and stuff like that. I will say, Ty, if you ever enjoyed Final Fantasy Tactics, you'll love Disgaea. You'll love it. Fire Emblem as well. I think Fire Emblem's got the same kind of gameplay system as Disgaea. So if you like games like that, you will like the actual core gameplay of Disgaea. And just basically take that and layer on a heavy dose of anime humour. And that's it. For example, Disgaea 3 starts off where the main character wants to dethrone his dad from being the overlord of like hell. And the reason for it, his dad broke his console game. So he decides, I'm going to kill you, take over your empire because you destroyed my games console. He stood on it by accident. His dad's giant and he stood on it by accident. So that starts off this whole chain of events that he wants to take over and become the ruler of the Netherrealm. It's just pure it's just pure anime madness. So if you like stuff like that, you're bound to like it and enjoy it. Although don't start with Disgaea 3, start with Disgaea 1, Disgaea 4. Then you can play 3 and we can talk after that. But anyway, Ty, thanks very much for joining me on this video. Is there anything you'd like to say? I mean, last time I kind of hung up on you before you had a chance to say anything.
It totally wasn't scripted. But no, thank you for having me. I enjoyed the tier listing. This is actually, I think, my first actual full-blown tier list by the time this releases.
And you said magenta in it. Yeah, big fairy.
Magenta. It's magenta. There's different shades.
Magenta. Yes, his headset isn't blue. It's teal.
It's royal blue. Thank you.
This is royal blue. The mighty Glasgow Rangers. I can see his camera right now. He can't actually see my camera. So when I've been doing all the mocking hand gestures and stuff, he didn't know I was doing any of that. So
yeah, I'll see it in the video, and I'm gonna be like, you Hayzink.
Yeah, that's one way to get my watch time, mate. Don't let you see this footage, and you've got to watch the video.
Curses, he got me.
Yeah, mate. Just make sure you watch the 25 ads that I place in here as well. But anyway, guys, this has been a bit different. I don't expect many of you will be currently watching at this point where we're saying goodbye, because it's YouTube and most people have the attention span of a goldfish. So if you do not have the attention span of a goldfish, tell me down below, what is 12 plus 24? Anyway, guys, I'll catch you on the next Disgaea RPG video. See you, dudes.